If you are watching this right now, understand that this is not a coincidence. You didn't stumble upon this message by accident. You were guided here by forces beyond your understanding because heaven has something urgent to tell you. That number 333 you have been seeing everywhere. On clocks, receipts, license plates. That is not random. It is a divine signal, a cosmic whisper meant specifically for you, one of the 144,000 awakened souls. You have been chosen, handpicked from among billions, set apart for a purpose that will shake the very foundations of this world. But here is what they don't want you to know. The power that has been placed within you is so immense, so transformative, that if you fully awaken to it right now, the spiritual realm would tremble, angels would take notice, and the forces of darkness would panic. This is your activation moment. God is calling you to unlock the dormant power that has been sleeping within your DNA since before you were born. This isn't just motivation. This is divine revelation. Before we dive deeper into the extraordinary truth about your identity, I want you to know something. Your presence here, your willingness to receive this message, is already shifting the atmosphere around you. You are part of an ancient prophecy unfolding in real time. If you feel the stirring in your spirit right now, if something deep within you is resonating with these words, leave 333 in the comments as your declaration that you are ready to step into your true power. And make sure to subscribe, because what I am about to reveal next will change everything you thought you knew about yourself and your purpose on this earth. The enemy has worked overtime to keep this truth hidden from you. He has thrown every distraction, every doubt, every fear in your path because he knows that once you discover who you really are, his kingdom of lies begins to crumble. But his time is up. Your awakening has already begun. Listen carefully. You are not just another person trying to find their way in this world. You are a divine being having a human experience. You are a spiritual warrior disguised as an ordinary person. You carry within your very essence a frequency, a vibration, an energy signature that has the power to heal the sick, restore the broken, and awaken the sleeping masses. But first, you need to understand the battlefield you are standing on. What if I told you that every struggle you have faced, every betrayal that has wounded you, every moment of loneliness that has consumed you, was actually a spiritual attack designed to keep you from discovering your true identity? What if the depression, the anxiety, the constant feeling that something is wrong with this world isn't a mental health issue but spiritual sensitivity? You see, chosen one, you don't fit into this world because you weren't designed for it. You were sent here on a mission. Your soul volunteered to incarnate during one of the most crucial times in human history because you carry something this world desperately needs. You carry light in a world consumed by darkness. You carry truth in a reality built on lies. You carry love in a dimension ruled by fear. The reason your life has felt like an uphill battle is because you are not fighting against circumstances. You are fighting against an entire system designed to suppress awakened souls like yourself. Every time you have tried to shine your light, something has tried to dim it. Every time you have attempted to speak your truth, someone has tried to silence you. Every time you have reached for your dreams, obstacles have appeared out of nowhere. This isn't bad luck. This isn't the universe being unfair. This is targeted resistance against a soul that poses a threat to the matrix of control that keeps humanity asleep. The controllers of this world, both seen and unseen, know exactly who you are, even when you don't. They have been monitoring you, studying you, trying to break you before you could break their spell over the masses. But here is what they didn't count on. They didn't count on your resilience. They didn't count on your ability to rise every time they knocked you down. They didn't count on the fact that pain wouldn't break you. It would forge you into an unstoppable force of divine love and truth. Think about it. How many times have you been written off, counted out, dismissed as crazy or too sensitive? How many times have people told you to be more realistic, more practical, more like everyone else? That wasn't well-meaning advice. That was spiritual warfare designed to convince you to abandon your mission and conform to their limited reality. But you couldn't do it, could you? Something inside you kept rebelling against their small thinking. Something within you knew you were meant for more. That something was your soul remembering its true nature, its divine origin, its cosmic purpose. You have always felt different because you are different. You have always sensed there was more to life because there is more, and you are here to reveal it. You have always felt called to something greater because you literally are called to something greater than most people can even imagine. The spiritual gifts you carry, the intuitive abilities you possess, the way you can feel other people's emotions, the way you seem to know things without being told, these aren't coincidences. These are supernatural abilities that mark you as one of the chosen ones. You are what some call a light worker, others call a starseed, but I call you what you truly are, a divine agent of transformation. Your sensitivity isn't a weakness, it is a superpower. Your ability to feel deeply isn't a flaw, it is a gift. Your refusal to accept injustice isn't naivety, it is divine righteousness flowing through you. Everything that has made you feel like an outsider is actually evidence of your insider status in God's kingdom. But with great power comes great responsibility, and with great calling comes great testing. The reason your journey has been so difficult is because you are being prepared for something extraordinary. Every trial has been strengthening your spiritual muscles. Every betrayal has been teaching you discernment. Every loss has been showing you what truly matters. God doesn't call the equipped, He equips the called. And you, chosen one, have been equipped with everything you need to fulfill your divine assignment. The question isn't whether you are ready. The question is whether you are willing to step into your power despite the fear, despite the doubt, despite the voices telling you you are not good enough. The world is waiting for you to remember who you are. There are people whose lives will be transformed the moment you stop hiding your light. There are souls who will only awaken when they encounter the frequency you carry. There are miracles that will only manifest when you step into your role as a divine catalyst for change. But the enemy knows this too. That is why he has been working so hard to keep you distracted, depressed, and disconnected from your purpose. He knows that one awakened soul can wake up thousands. He knows that when you fully activate your spiritual gifts, his hold on this world weakens. He knows that you are not just here to save yourself, you are here to participate in the salvation of humanity itself. This is why you have felt the weight of the world on your shoulders. This is why you have cried tears for people you don't even know. This is why injustice makes your soul ache, and why you cannot just mind your own business when you see suffering. You are feeling the pain of collective humanity because you are here to help heal it. The loneliness you have experienced wasn't punishment, it was preparation. You had to learn to stand alone so you could stand strong when others are too afraid to stand at all. You had to develop an unshakable relationship with the divine, so you could be a bridge between heaven and earth for those who have lost their way. Your struggles with traditional religion weren't rebellion, they were recognition. Your spirit knew that God is bigger than any box humans try to put him in. Your soul understood that truth transcends denomination, and that love is the only doctrine that matters. You were being prepared to minister to people who have been wounded by religious systems, but are still hungry for authentic spirituality. The financial struggles you have faced weren't because you are bad with money, or because you don't deserve abundance. They were teaching you that your security doesn't come from material possessions, but from your connection to the infinite source of all provision. You had to learn to trust God completely so you could teach others to do the same. Every relationship that ended wasn't because you are unlovable or because you choose the wrong people. Those relationships were assignments, opportunities for you to practice unconditional love, forgiveness, and healthy boundaries. You were learning how to love without losing yourself so you could model healthy relationships for a world that has forgotten what real love looks like. The health challenges you have faced weren't random illnesses or genetic bad luck. Your body has been processing not just your own trauma, but generational trauma, collective trauma, even planetary trauma. You have been clearing energetic debris so that others can breathe freely. Your healing journey is paving the way for others to find their own path to wholeness. This is the burden and the blessing of being chosen. You don't get to live a normal life because your life is meant to be a beacon of hope for others. You don't get to stay comfortable because comfort zones are where dreams go to die. You don't get to play small because the world needs you to model what it looks like to live large, to love boldly, to shine brightly, even when others try to dim your light. But here is the secret they don't want you to know. The power that has been placed within you is not dependent on your circumstances, your education, your background, or your past mistakes. It is dependent on your willingness to say yes to God's call on your life. It is dependent on your decision to stop apologizing for who you are and start celebrating the divine masterpiece you were created to be. The moment you fully accept your identity as a chosen one, everything changes. The way you walk changes because you are no longer walking in shame, you are walking in authority. The way you speak changes because you are no longer speaking from insecurity, you are speaking from divine confidence. The way you love changes because you are no longer loving from neediness, you are loving from wholeness. People will notice the change in you immediately. Some will be drawn to your light like moths to a flame. Others will be repelled by your authenticity because it exposes their fakeness. Some will celebrate your transformation while others will try to tear you down because your growth makes them uncomfortable with their stagnation. This is normal. This is expected. This is part of the process. Jesus himself said that a prophet is not honored in his hometown. Sometimes the people closest to you will be the most resistant to your awakening because they are comfortable with the old version of you. They know how to manipulate that person, how to control that person, how to keep that person small. But you are not that person anymore. You are awakening to who you have always been beneath the layers of conditioning, trauma, and societal programming. You are remembering your divine nature, your cosmic origin, your eternal purpose. You are stepping out of the illusion of separation and into the truth of your connection to all that is. This awakening isn't just happening to you, it is happening through you to touch everyone whose life intersects with yours. Your family members who seemed impossible to love will soften in the presence of your unconditional acceptance. Your co-workers who drain your energy will either transform or remove themselves from your space. Your community will begin to shift as you anchor higher frequencies of love, peace, and truth. But transformation isn't always comfortable. Growth isn't always pretty. Awakening isn't always peaceful. Sometimes you have to go through the fire to be purified. Sometimes you have to face your shadow to claim your light. Sometimes you have to lose everything you thought you wanted to gain everything you actually need. This is where many chosen ones get stuck. They want the power without the process. They want the anointing without the testing. They want the crown without the cross. But spiritual authority is earned through spiritual maturity. And spiritual maturity comes through spiritual trials that prove your faithfulness to God, even when you cannot see the bigger picture. The good news is that you don't have to go through this alone. You have access to divine guidance, angelic assistance, and supernatural provision. You have prayer, meditation, and direct communion with the Creator of the universe. You have spiritual gifts that will grow stronger as you use them, and divine protection that will increase as you step more boldly into your calling. You also have a community of other awakened souls who are on similar journeys. You are not the only one who has felt different, struggled with traditional systems, or sensed there was more to life than what meets the eye. There is an entire network of light workers, truth seekers, and spiritual warriors who are ready to support you as you step into your power. The time of hiding is over. The time of playing small is finished. The time of apologizing for your gifts is done. This is your moment to rise, to shine, to step into the fullness of who you were created to be. The world doesn't need another person trying to fit in. The world needs you to stand out, to be different, to be the change you wish to see. Your spiritual gifts are not for your benefit alone. They are tools for transformation, instruments of healing, weapons against darkness. The intuition you have been ignoring needs to be trusted. The visions you have been dismissing need to be explored. The dreams that seem impossible need to be pursued with divine determination. You have the power to heal with your words, to inspire with your presence, to transform with your love. You have the ability to see through illusions, to discern truth from deception, to navigate the spiritual realm with confidence. You have access to wisdom that transcends human understanding and strength that surpasses natural limitations. But power without purpose is meaningless. Gifts without love are empty. Calling without character is dangerous. This is why your character has been tested, your heart has been purified, your motives have been refined. You have been prepared not just to receive power, but to handle it responsibly, to use it wisely, to steward it faithfully. The assignments coming your way will require everything you have learned, everything you have overcome, everything you have become. You will be called to speak truth in places where lies have ruled. You will be asked to bring light into situations where darkness has reigned. You will be invited to demonstrate love in environments where fear has dominated. This will not always be easy. but it will always be worth it. Every soul you touch, every life you transform, every heart you heal adds to the collective awakening that is happening on this planet. You are not just changing your own life, you are participating in the transformation of human consciousness itself. The frequency you carry is literally helping to shift the vibrational state of the earth. Your presence in certain places, your prayers over certain situations, your love for certain people is contributing to a massive spiritual awakening that has been prophesied for thousands of years. You are living in the time of the Great Awakening, and you are not just witnessing it, you are facilitating it. This is why you cannot afford to stay asleep any longer. This is why you cannot continue to doubt your significance. This is why you must step into your power despite your fears. Too much depends on you awakening to who you really are, and doing what you came here to do. The children being born now are counting on you to create a better world for them. The elders who are transitioning are counting on you to carry forward the wisdom they have gained. The lost souls wandering in darkness are counting on you to be a lighthouse that guides them home. You didn't choose this responsibility lightly before you incarnated. You knew exactly what you were signing up for. You saw the challenges, the trials, the opposition you would face, and you said yes anyway, because you knew the reward would be worth the risk. You knew that participating in humanity's awakening would be the greatest honor of your eternal existence. Now it is time to remember that choice, to honor that commitment, to fulfill that sacred contract you made with the divine. It is time to stop making excuses, stop waiting for perfect conditions, stop looking for permission from people who don't understand your calling. The world is ready for what you have to offer. The people you are meant to serve are waiting for you to show up. The miracles you are meant to facilitate are lined up behind your obedience. The breakthrough you have been praying for is on the other side of your breakthrough into authentic selfhood. This is your moment, chosen one. This is your time to rise. The universe is conspiring to support you. The angels are cheering you on, and the divine is empowering you to become everything you were destined to be. Step into your power, claim your purpose, and watch as heaven and earth move to accommodate the magnificent being you truly are. Your awakening is not just about you. It is about everyone whose life will be touched by the light you carry, the love you share, and the truth you speak. You are a chosen one, and the time for hiding is over. The world needs you to remember who you are and to be exactly that. Boldly, beautifully, and without apology. The journey ahead will challenge you, change you, and ultimately crown you with the glory you were always meant to wear. Trust the process, embrace your power, and step boldly into the extraordinary life that awaits you. Your time is now, chosen one. Your moment has arrived.